as I've grown and as the media company has grown and our responsibilities have grown and I've had more responsibilities with my son and my daughter and my wife, I can't be available all the time.
No.
Because if I'm available to everyone, I'm available to no one. Welcome to Digital Hospitality. I'm your host, Shawn Walchef. This is a Cali BBQ Media production. We started the show back in 2017 with a deep belief in restaurants, hospitality, technology, and storytelling. I have Laura Wilber, and we are at the Create Conference. Laura is part of our Rising Tides community, and she is one of the digital hospitality leaders that we look up to. We are so grateful that we finally get to share your story on this original podcast that we created.
Thank you. Thank you. So happy to be here.
How long have you known the Rising Tides community?
I started listening during Clubhouse.
Yes.
During the pandemic, and just took a little bit of time to raise my hand to go on stage. And the past couple years, I've been pretty consistent in joining on Wednesdays.
Very consistent. Tell us, what have you learned by joining the community and sharing your story?
It's so interesting. It's all the things that your grandfather taught you. The three things: stay curious, get involved, and ask for help. And the fact that that has really stuck with me, and I just love that I'm now teaching my kids and trying to model by example what that looks like. And as you know, I believe showing up is 80% of success, and when we show up consistently, success is inevitable. You and your team show up, very consistently, and it shows, and you've just gotten so good at it. Something I love about your style, Shawn, is your easy laugh and how things just strike you as funny and fun.
Yes.
And you don't take yourself too seriously at all.
You definitely can't do that.
No. And that has been an inspiration to me. And just to your question of what I've learned is, it's the reps, and just the more that you show up and the more that you practice a skill that you want to be better at, the more comfortable you get at it. And also, the idea I think I shared with you the first time, everybody has that barrier where they're really nervous about smartphone storytelling, that they'll be kind of embarrassed, or people will say, oh, who does she think she is?
Yep.
Does she think she's an influencer now?
Correct.
And it's not that. It's just everybody has a story, and to get better at sharing it, and ideas we share grow. And if you have, positive experiences to share or ideas, absolutely share them. People want to hear them. Mm-hmm. The right audience will find you.
Can you share? It's just been so cool to watch you come up on stage, start to participate, and then now lead conversations, lead at conferences. I see you speaking at conferences, developing deep relationships. Can you share a little bit about, getting over that fear? The curious people watch a podcast, the curious people come to a conference, but it's that next step of raising your hand and getting on stage where you don't feel comfortable, you're worried you're going to stutter, your heart starts pounding, what am I going to say? And you share, for the person that's listening that wants to join the Rising Tides, but hasn't taken that next get involved step.
Yes. It really is just allowing yourself. Brene Brown has something called the FFT, the effing first time, and to know that it's going to be terrible, and your whole nervous system is going to revolt on you, that this is scary, this is going to be terrible. If you prepare yourself and say, I know it's going to feel really uncomfortable the first time, just going into anything you do for the first time, it's just going to feel very awkward. Yeah. But then the next time it feels a little better. And then it's just getting over that initial first time, and believing in yourself enough to say, what's the worst that can happen if I absolutely go blank? And Shawn, I know you would save me if something like that happened. It could, but I know that you wouldn't leave me there, to flounder.
What's interesting is, with fear, FEAR, false evidence appearing real, we have, the number one human fear besides death, is speaking in public.
Right.
And speaking in public in this day and age is now speaking to a camera, speaking to a smartphone. Like, there's so many different forms of public speaking because we see the video that we made. We see the selfie video. When you think about getting over that fear and actually just doing it and then just playing it, like, what is the worst thing that's going to happen? Like, who's going to make fun of me?
Right.
And what are they going to say?
Yeah.
And what they say, like, am I going to lose my job? Am I going to lose my house? Is my wife not going to talk to me? Are my kids going to make fun of me? Like, once you play out how ridiculous that fear is, you start to be okay with being uncomfortable, sounding maybe not as articulate as you'd like to sound.
Definitely. And it's the people, I tell my kids, and I really believe, show me your friends and I'll show you your future.
Yeah.
And we become like the 5 people we hang around with the most.
Proximity principle.
And so the people that you really want in your life and in your circle are confident people who are going to encourage you. Think about it. Are any of them going to make fun of you or put you down or tell you you're silly for thinking that you have something to share?
Yeah.
Those are not your people, if there are people who judge you.
Let's talk about restaurants. Where did your love for restaurants and restaurant owners and restaurant operations come from?
It started very rocky when I was a hostess at a place called Charlie Brown's in the Bay Area where I grew up during high school. And at the time, I thought it was just seating guests and chatting with them and walking them to the table, and that was it. They also wanted me to cash out all the servers at the end of the night and have to calculate their tips. And everybody would get off at one time and descend on my little hostess stand and go, "Come on, Laura, I got to go home." And I'm like, ah. So
shout out to Kickfin, who solves that problem. But yeah, that is a problem. It's still a problem in some restaurants.
Yeah.
But there is technology that helps solve that problem because that's awkward.
It was.
You're the bank.
Oh, I was.
You're literally responsible.
And so then I would have to start all over because they would rush me.
Yeah.
It was so bad. So I lasted 2 weeks at that job.
Okay.
And I said, this is not for me.
Yep.
But then I started, my career was in radio advertising sales, and I was national sales manager at Clear Channel Los Angeles.
Yep.
Part of my job was to ask my clients, which Michelin-starred restaurant haven't you tried yet in New York and all the cities. And so I just really felt like I developed an appreciation for hospitality and flavors and everything that goes into running a really great restaurant with a lot of practice.
What makes DeNova different from most of the other people that are selling to restaurants?
It's just a very specific audience, which is people traveling, paying with their company-issued credit card. So I'm a business traveler and was, back in the day when I was entertaining clients in New York. But when you're given a company-issued card, there are rules that apply to that privilege of having the company pay for you.
Yes.
And so that's who we're reaching at DeNova. Is exclusively company-issued cardholders that are directed to specific restaurants as part of company policy.
And for the restaurant owner that's listening, what does DeNova do for them?
So we will help them get into company policy to be a choice when a business traveler is coming to their area. And I'll share a story to help. I was having this conversation at dinner last night, and someone said, break it down for me like I'm a 5th grader and I have no idea what the heck you do.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I work for this company, Buyer's Edge Platform.
Yep.
Our founder and CEO, John Davey, stood before all of us at our sales kickoff and said, hey, you guys, I just signed up with National Rental Car. And so from now on, when you're going to rent a car with my money, which is this corporate card I'm giving you, it's going to be national. Because when we all shift our spending over to National, National's going to give us a cashback rebate once a month as a percentage of what we spend. So instead of us all just renting from Hertz and whoever we want, we have to funnel our spending now to this one provider. That happens with hotel groups, airlines, rental cars. They outsource setting up the restaurant network to our company, DeNova, because the leaders at these global companies don't have the bandwidth to have meetings with all the great restaurants that they want to partner up with.
That's amazing. What have you learned working for them?
I've learned that, the reason that I agreed to come to work for DeNova is I've spent my whole career trying to find the most cost-effective way to deliver the highest value guest. And what I've learned when you're talking about business diners is they spend a lot more, and it's an early and midweek guest because the business traveler, here we are on a Tuesday morning,
Yep.
we will be home with our families certainly by Friday night
Yep.
because we really want to protect that weekend time to not be traveling when we can.
Yep.
So it really is an early and midweek guest that is not at all price sensitive,
Interesting.
and they're looking to have an experience and entertain and connect. So it's not just about food for fuel. It's about just the visual and the ambiance and just the experience of connecting with whomever they're dining with.
What have you learned at this show, Create?
Yesterday was all about Chipotle.
Yep.
So Scott Boatwright, CEO, I've seen him speak a few times.
Yep.
His message that I took away was just being true to your brand, not being distracted by what the competition's doing. Do what you do exceptionally well, and stay super focused on that. Know what the end goal is. So he said he has a top 5 for his employees, 3 to 5 things that they need to execute on, and they're always focusing back to, are we executing on those 3 to 5 things? Because when people know what's expected, clear is kind, back to
Yes.
Brene Brown. Just be super clear, stay focused. He was sharing that he's more protective of his time. He's a dad, and he really tries to only set 15-minute meetings. I know. And
I'm a big fan.
yes. Do you remember
Yes.
when I tried to get my first meeting with you? Tell me about it.
Pretty sure. What's been interesting is like one of my mantras has always been, the essence of digital hospitality is availability. So being weirdly available is something that I stole from Ryan Reynolds, actually. He was interviewed for Entrepreneur Magazine by Jason Pfeiffer. And in that, I heard him say that he was weirdly available. And Jason Pfeiffer was like, that's impossible. You're Ryan Reynolds. You can't be available. But the lesson in what he was talking about is availability is access. And when you give people access, most people don't take it. Like literally most people don't take it.
Really?
Like that's just the truth. And if Ryan Reynolds is saying that,
Yeah.
you can only imagine all the way down to somebody like me that's just here with a barbecue business and a media business trying to do our best to tell stories all around the world, but like being weirdly available. But as I've grown and as the media company has grown and our responsibilities have grown and I've had more responsibilities with my son and my daughter and my wife, I can't be available all the time.
No.
Because if I'm available to everyone, I'm available to no one. So, concise, simplicity.
Yes.
How do you figure out what is the right amount to be able to be weirdly available, but then specifically available during that time so that you can, you say yes to everything, you say no to the things that matter, right?
Right. And so for someone like me who wants to work with great restaurants, do you think if somebody approached you and said, Shawn, can we have a 15-minute conversation just to understand what each other is trying to accomplish in our business right now and see if there might be a fit? Is that an easier ask? Or is
I
that...
love, 15 and 10 minutes is like, it's so less intimidating
Right.
than a 25-minute or a 45-minute,
Yeah.
call, coffee, let's go, and I don't know, obviously we work with lots of incredible restaurant brands that sell to restaurants, but the idea of a restaurant, somebody coming into your restaurant and trying to bother Eric to get a meeting,
Oh, yeah.
it's just not the way to do it. And there's other ways to develop relationships, develop trust. But back to being concise,
Right.
doing your homework, doing your due diligence, not just use AI to find out about the brand, but then don't use AI to regurgitate the brand back to them.
Right.
The stuff that I'm getting now, it's unbelievable. It's
Yeah.
scraping my LinkedIn. I just updated my LinkedIn and I'm getting LinkedIn DMs of literally the new copy that I just put on LinkedIn of who Cali Barbecue Media is, regurgitated back to me. And it's you did no work.
Right.
This is an AI bot that literally pulled the thing. Just do a little bit of work.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Right.
Be prepared in the 10-minute meeting and the 15-minute meeting, right?
Yes. Yes. And I was just
It's like
telling.
if you had 15 minutes with Scott, what would you tell him?
Oh.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
You would be prepared.
Oh, I
You
would.
be abundantly prepared with the right question. You would know everything there is to know about Chipotle's business.
Definitely.
And how DeNova could help.
Definitely.
Right?
Especially after yesterday.
Like, how much prep would you do?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I was walking in with Mark Hatch from Informa that helps put on
Nest.
this show.
He does a Nest group.
Right.
Big fan of Mark Hatch.
Right. And he said, Laura, you seem to have a natural way of connecting with people and not making it just, talking about business.
Yep.
And I do believe that if we become friends and get to know each other on a personal level, if we're meant to do business together someday, we will.
It'll happen.
When the time is right.
Yep.
And if we're not, we'll have built a great friendship.
Yep.
And
so true.
and I know coming up in sales that is a very rare and kind of precious position to be in, working for a company that believes in the long relationship of being able to help people and not say, if you don't sell something this month, you're fired, which a lot of salespeople come up in that environment. So you can imagine why, if you sense the desperation, some of them are fighting for their job to get that meeting with you.
Yep.
That's tough.
Very tough. Laura, I can't thank you enough for what you do for the community, the inspiration you provide to those that are watching, those that are listening, your transparency, your openness with sharing your story, with bringing the community up together. It's been such a cool experience for us and all the people in Rising Tides, and anybody that's lucky to know Laura. I know you have so many friends here in the industry. Deep friendships, not just surface friendships, and I think that means something significant. Thank you so much for taking the time. It's the best way for people to keep in touch with you.
I think LinkedIn.
Yep.
Just go to Laura Wilber on LinkedIn and message me. I'll respond.
And if someone wants a 15-minute meeting about DeNova.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And tell them you heard about it on the podcast.
Yep. And I'll respect your time.
And then we'll tell your restaurant story about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's how the magic happens. We appreciate you guys for watching, for listening. Quick reminder, Rising Tides Live every Wednesday, every Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Go to betheshow.media/Rising Tides. Do you want to close the show?
I do. All right. Stay curious, get involved, and ask for help.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you've made it this long, you are part of the community. You're part of the tribe. We can't do this alone. We started, no one was listening. Now we have a community of digital hospitality leaders all over the globe. Please check out our new series called Restaurant Technology Substack. It's a Substack newsletter. It's free. It's some of our deep work on the best technology for restaurants. Also, go to YouTube and subscribe to Cali Barbecue Media. Cali BBQ Media on YouTube. We've been putting out a lot of new original content. Hopefully you guys like that content. If you want to work with us, go to betheshow.media. We show up all over the United States, some international countries. We would love to work with you and your growing brand on digital storytelling. You can reach out to me anytime at Shawn P. Walchef on Instagram. I'm weirdly available. Stay curious, get involved, and don't be afraid to ask for help. We'll catch you next episode.